I'm the executive producer for the film Gobe. I'm the managing director for Tombe Castle, and what inspired me to produce this film was my love and passion for the kids, especially the IDPs. I grew up in Air Force Base and I witnessed the crisis back then in 2001, where I was in the midst of it. So that pushed me to make a movie to show the world what we are going through in the north, especially the southern part of Kaduna. And we decided to make a film to raise awareness and touch people's consciousness, to helping fund these kids to go to school, to have their lives back, and to make a living out of life as well. Yes, it's going to be going back to the charity. It's sponsored by Tombe Castle.
All right, my name is Gotpa Oko. I'm the director of Gobe. Gobe is about two siblings that lost their parents in a crisis, and because of their desire for a better life, they decided to go on a journey of, a journey they're not sure of, and that's basically, we see the movie through their life. So that's basically what Gobe is about.
Is this your first movie?
No, this is my third feature film that I'll be directing. First movie is Blue, then Tree, and then Gobe.
Okay, considering the security situation of the country, did you face any challenges in terms of moving from location to?
The insecurity problems were not there, but accessibility to these rural areas because of bad roads and all were a bit of a challenge, but this is what we love to do.
Did you get any financial support or financial challenges in producing this movie?
Finance is a big thing when it comes to movies, but I want to just use this privilege to thank my executive producers for tasking themselves to go all the way to achieve what we've done.
My name is Serkim Fada Suleiman. I'm an SA to the administrative officer to the commander-in-chief as the president. About the girl child first, because they are very important in the society. I think majority of our problem in this country is simply because we have less women educated. That is why, because they are everything. They are in charge of the house, they are in charge of the family. And if you teach a girl child, you teach the whole society. That's how it is. So I would thank God presently in the north, most of our parents have realized the importance of girl child education. That is why the issue of early marriage has reduced drastically. The issue of marrying out underage girls has reduced drastically. In those days, you see a girl at 12, 14, 15. But now you can't find something. Most of the time they're in the secondary school, and most of the time we encourage our friends and family to allow these girls to follow their education. Either when they're in the university they can get married, or after they finish their education. That's it. But both the politicians and religious leaders have a big role to play, because people talk less about girl child education. Even in churches, the mosque speak very little about it. So I hope the NGOs will come out en masse and enlighten the society, the country, about girl child education. Without that, they are going nowhere. They need a great enlightenment. The religious leaders need to come out and tell people that the issue of girl child education is very important for us. Without that, we can't go to anywhere. Yes. And the IDPs, you see, the only thing I want people to understand is that government alone cannot take care of this people. because government have other things, other projects to carry out. So I'm calling on the whole Nigerians, the NGOs, to come out and do something about it. Because the NGOs there are many, but very few of them, 7, are doing something to improve the standard of living of the IDPs. You see, if you look at it, go to some part of the country that have floods now, you see the majority of them are suffering, no place to stay. Government are trying their best, but the NGOs and other Nigerians, the companies, these multinational companies, they are doing nothing about IDPs. So, and it is your own responsibility. You are the pressman. You write little about them. You say little about them, even on TV, not to be frank. So it's your responsibility. If they fail, then we all fail. But it's the Nigerian media that causes it. There are people talk less about it. I'm telling you the truth. You hardly see a gathering, either private or governmental, that you see anything about IDPs or child education is mentioned. Because even you, when you look at the newspapers, they will just cut one small short place, write little about it, and that's the end. So you need to help us.
So what's your name again, sir?
Sarkim Suleiman is my name. I'm the SA to Administrative Officer to Mr. President.